Oh, I've got some crazy ladyboy stories that really sum up what it's like living in Thailand, especially Phuket. Why, hello there, guys, and welcome to, I'm not even sure what to call this one. Hi, it's me, I guess. In this video, I'm just going to answer some questions about what it's like living in Thailand as a retired Canadian expat who makes YouTube videos and share with you guys a little bit about me. A lot of people in the comment section have asked me some questions. They want to just know a little bit about me. There's also some misinformation, some stuff that people just don't understand, such as, no, I am not a ladyboy. I did not come to Thailand to transition to being a ladyboy, despite what a lot of people think. I'm also not rich. I didn't win the lotto, etc., etc. And right off the bat, let me just start out by saying this. No, I am not an American. I fully understand how white guy, Yankees hat, making YouTube videos in Thailand, you would naturally assume that I am an American, and you would be wrong. I'm also not Australian, even though I use a lot of Aussie slang and stuff, such as mate and jumper and stuff like this. Not Australian either. Canadian. I have mentioned this probably 613 times in previous videos. I am Canadian. East Coast, born and raised. Very proud to be a Canadian. Just not happy living in Canada, I guess is the best way to put it. So I did move halfway around the world to enjoy this incredible country, which brings me to the next question. Why Thailand? Guys, I'm going to tell you something. I came here for the first time in 2016 and fell in love with it. I could not believe how diverse the environment was. I couldn't believe how you could have these incredible mountains and then these lush tropical jungles and these islands and the craziness of Bangkok, the laid back atmosphere of Chiang Mai. I was just simply blown away by the people, the smells, the sights, the tranquil temples. One of my favorite things, and I know a lot of people think I'm crazy, but I love jumping on my bike and driving to these crazy temple sites that are so off the beaten path. I just find it so enlightening. I am not a Christian. I've been quite honest about this in all of my videos. I'm not 100% sure that I'm a Buddhist. I live with a lot of Buddhist beliefs and stuff. There are certain things that I just can't adhere to, obviously, but I do my best to try and embrace that, the way of the Buddha, I guess you could call it. So why Thailand? Affordability. Listen, it is just amazing how far your dollars will go here. I'm blown away all the time at the life that I live. I am truly blessed. I really am. And yeah, affordability, the climate, the environment, the people. Again, guys, I fucking hate the cold. I was the most miserable person in the world when it was cold. I was horrific to be around. I was miserable all the time. I was just dreaming and dreaming and dreaming about getting out of Canada to someplace warm. Also, Thailand affords me the opportunity that if I ever get to the point where I want to buy a resort or something like this, which I've been thinking about quite seriously, I think it'll be a lot of fun for the channel to actually have a resort, interact with the customers and stuff. Thailand gives me that opportunity to have every single thing that I'm looking for or I have ever wanted. One of my biggest dreams when I was younger was I wanted to move down to Mexico and open up a bike rental place and a bar. Well, I can do that here in Thailand so easy. You know, just apply for the proper permits, do this. There's a bunch of reasons why I chose Thailand. It's, again, I think this is my little slice of paradise. And anybody who's thinking about coming here, trust me, you will love it. Do I miss Canada? To be honest with you, not really. I definitely don't miss working, so I'm glad I got out of there for that. But I really don't miss Canada. I found it really cold in the wintertime. Obviously, if you've ever had to suffer through a Canadian winter, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Not only that, I just got to the point where it was so mundane and depressing every single day that I had to leave. Otherwise, I was gonna go crazy. So no, I don't miss Canada at all. And quite honestly, to answer the next question, will I ever go back to Canada? I've been back to Canada once in the past 4 years, and that was for 1 week. That was more than enough. Are there any things that I do miss about Canada? Quite honestly, I miss hot dogs. I really miss Coachman hot dogs. When I was in Canada, the first thing I did was I bought a package of Coachman hot dogs and I ate the whole damn pack. I did, that's true story. I ate a whole pack of hot dogs when I got back to Canada. I do miss my cars. To be honest with you, one of the big reasons why I went back to Canada was to take my cars out for a drive. I really miss them. I have decided though now that I am going to sell them because they have been sitting there. They're not getting any use, and it's time to move on from them. So do I miss Canada? No, I don't. Sadly enough, since my mom passed away, there's no real reason for me to go back to Canada. My brothers I can talk to here on Facebook Messenger, etc., etc. We all had busy lives and we had our own separate lives. So it's not like we were hanging out every single day like the Tate brothers or anything like that. So really that's, it is what it is. I only have a couple of friends back in Canada, and I stay in touch with them on here. And I tell people this all the time, planes go both ways. So it's not just me that can go back to Canada to visit. Y'all can come and visit me right here. And trust me, you'd have much more fun here than I'm ever going to have back in Canada. So no, don't miss Canada at all. So that being said, leads us to the very next question. What is my favorite country? Is it Thailand? And this one is a really hard one to answer, guys, because each country that I visit offers me something different. I have spent a lot of time in China. I just love China. If you've never been, trust me, you have to visit China because some of the most incredible wonders of the world are in China. You cannot believe the landscape, the forests, the mountains, the lakes, the cities, the food, the people. Oh, I love China. I spend almost as much time in China, believe it or not, as I do in Thailand. Yeah, I love China. Cuba is another country that I love. I know I made some videos that were pretty, anti-Cuban a while back, but that's because I was so disappointed when I went there the last time. I actually flew halfway around the world to go to Cuba, spend a month there, and I was just so disappointed. It was heartbreaking because I love Cuba. I mean, I'm even wearing my Cuba Car Cigars and Cerveza shirts. Went there, had a whole idea about doing this YouTube series on Cuba, and it just turned into a nightmare. Anyways, yeah, Cambodia, love Cambodia. I mean, look, I could go on and on and on about countries that I love. Is Thailand my favorite though? Oof, tough one. That's really tough because I think between China and Thailand, it goes back and forth each day, When I'm in China, I really miss Thailand. When I'm in Thailand, I start missing China. So it's, it's weird. So right now, I'm going to give the edge to Thailand. Do I make money from YouTube? Yes, I do. Am I getting rich from YouTube? Oh, no. Listen, how it works right now is there's enough revenue coming in from YouTube, from the AdSense revenues, plus my sponsorship deals, that if I was actually using my YouTube money, which I'll get to in a few minutes, I would never have to touch any of my savings, my investment money. As it is right now, just a quick, I'll explain it to you really fast. I live off of my dividends and stuff from my investments, okay? I'm in this equity fund with Investors Group in Canada. If you want, if you're Canadian and you're looking for a great guy to invest with, I'll put my guy's information in the description below. That's how I live. I live off my investment money. I don't touch any of the other income that I have coming in from Canada, from other income streams. I also don't use my YouTube money. And again, I'm not making a fortune off of YouTube, but if I actually used the revenue from YouTube, I wouldn't have to touch any of the income that I have coming in. So it has afforded me the ability to say, you know what, I can travel here, I can travel there, I can go do this, I can make mistakes. You know, like I did that video about buying a motorcycle, and I'll put a link to that in the description as well. Listen, I really, on the first one, it's funny. I got a video coming about that, don't worry. But yeah, YouTube has allowed me just to do anything I want and never even think about money anymore. So I really appreciate that. What am I going to do with the YouTube money? Honestly, I have no idea. I've been thinking about doing something as foolish as possible, such as I might just keep saving the money and buy an elephant. I was thinking about doing this crazy funny video about my biggest purchase ever and buying an elephant and donating it to one of the elephant sanctuaries. However, because of the COVID situation and all of that stuff, the sanctuaries took huge financial hits, and a lot of them right now, they can't take on any more elephants, at least not the completely, totally ethical sanctuaries where I would ever want to donate an elephant to. There are ones, you know, trekking ones where you can ride them. If you're coming to Thailand, guys, please don't ever ride an elephant. Don't do that. It is the way that they are taught to allow people to ride them is so cruel. It's unbelievable. I'm not going to get into it, but just trust me. Please don't ride the elephants. I did a really quick video about not riding them. I'll put that in the description below. Hopefully you guys will check that out. But yeah, listen, don't ride the elephants. That's all I got to say about that. I might use my YouTube money to buy an elephant. Who knows? I'm going to have to talk to, you know, a bunch of different people and see whether or not that's realistic. If it's not, I might just start taking that money and donating it to different charities such as the Soy Dog Foundation on Phuket. What an incredible organization that is, guys. I have been working on a video for them. If you're on Phuket and you're there long term, take a couple of days, go up to the Soy Dog Foundation. It's right up there in Macau. You will have the greatest time. You get to play with the dogs, take them for walks, the puppies, it's just, what an incredible time that is, okay? So yes, I do make money off of YouTube. I enjoy doing YouTube. Is it hard? Not really. I fully enjoy it. Are there downsides to YouTube? Oh, believe me, there is. Listen, I know a lot of my content has to do with, you know, finances and girls and stuff like this, and people will watch those videos. It doesn't matter what the video is about. If you put bar girl or finance Thailand, you'll get tens of thousands of views. If I do a video that I love, like a passion project, such as my waterfall video, which I thought was hilarious, one of my best videos, that video from start to finish, from the time that I left my condo to film it, get all the clips, everything, get it home, edit it, package it up, release it, took me over 14 hours. There's barely 1,000 views on it. If I do a video about bar girls, again, 10,000 views, 20,000 views. YouTube is just one of those funny things that people will watch it for no reason at all. And then the ones that you think that people would love, they just don't watch. I get a lot of hate on YouTube, guys. You would not believe some of the comments that I get. They are crushing. I wouldn't want people to see them. You know, when my mom was alive, my mom would be looking at the comments, and sometimes she would get upset because someone, you know, said something about me. And I'm like, Mom, if you saw the messages that I get, like this one. And that's tame. That's actually a tame comment, believe it or not. I get stuff like this all the time. Not only that, I'm going to touch on something that maybe I shouldn't, but I'm going to anyways. And this comes back to, am I an American? Nope. Again, I am Canadian. Let's make sure that we understand that. I make fun of everything and everyone, especially myself. I'm constantly laughing at myself, making fun of, because I'm a complete idiot, okay? I'm a harmless idiot. I'm a fun idiot. You know, if you're around me, I think you would say that, yeah, this guy's a pretty cool cat. You know, he's got But I make fun of everybody, okay? I make fun of world leaders. I've made fun of everybody. And I find it shocking how, and I'm going to flat out say it, if I make a joke about bumbling Joe Biden, everybody finds it funny. The Democrats laugh at it. The Republicans laugh at it. If I make a joke about Trudeau, everybody finds it funny. Nobody gets upset about it. I can make jokes about, Amar Khan. I've even made jokes about President Xi and nothing. If I even just tell a fact about Donald Trump, you would not believe the vitriol that is directed towards me. Actual death threats. People, I don't understand it. I really don't. It doesn't, I could say that Donald Trump is a man, and I will get people viciously attacking me, calling me every single thing you can possibly think of, hoping that my family dies, telling me, that they hope I get cancer, they hope I get... I find that unbelievable, which is why I hope you guys notice I don't make Trump jokes. I've made one or two in the past, and man, the hatred and the death threats that I get over it, I just won't make them. Sorry. I made a joke in my last video about how inflation is worldwide, and you've got these people who are blaming your country's leader, and people just naturally assumed that I was talking about Joe Biden. And I wasn't. I was actually talking about idiots on my Facebook feed from Canada who are blaming Justin Trudeau for inflation around the world. And going on about how he should be executed for treason because of inflation. The hatred that's out there, guys, is just unbelievable. So yeah, there's certain things that I will never touch on again in any of my videos, and that's one of the big ones. I'm just not going to do it because it's not worth the death threats. And you can be sure I'm going to receive hatred like you cannot imagine for just saying the fact that I don't want to make that joke because, yeah. Being a YouTuber is great at times, and it is horrifically sad and scary at times, okay? I'm going to give you a real quick story. Everybody knows that I post videos from my favorite beach bar down on Phuket Beach. One day, the guy who runs the bar come over to me, sat down, and he said, Mark, listen, yesterday we had a guy come here looking for you who wanted to hurt you, and he was all upset about a joke that I had made, and he actually showed up to my beach bar to find me, to hurt me. And thankfully, the owner of the bar said to him, that's probably not the greatest idea, considering that everybody here on Phuket knows Mark, and when I say everybody, everybody knows me. So it's shocking. So no, I will not go down that road. I'm not going to do it. Sadly enough, it's just not worth it. So guys, listen, I'm actually going to take a break here. I know I said I was going to answer like 10 questions about myself in this video, but I didn't want it to go too long, so I'm actually breaking it up into a part 1 and a part 2. I will also release a full-length version for anyone who is just so bored to death and they have nothing better to do than listen to me ramble on incoherently for 45 minutes straight. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, the insight into me, and as you can see, I'm actually at my favorite beach bar. I'm hoping that I don't get stabbed, shanked, shot, whatever. Again, you are not going to believe the hate that I'm going to get for saying just the absolute truth of what it's like being a YouTuber here. So hopefully you guys will check in for part 2. If I'm still around to make part 2, who knows, really. Till next time, guys, cheers.